समझ नहीं आ रहा अपने सैलरी इंक्रीमेंट का क्या करूं।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है? अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स के एसआईपी का टॉपअप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
क्या? समझ में नहीं आया।
बेटा इतना क्या सोच रहा है? अपने म्यूचुअल फंड्स का एसआईपी टॉपअप करा ले। दिस इज द राइट टाइम।
अब समझा।
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.
At the Divya Gita Prerna Utsav in Lucknow on Sunday, 23rd of November, UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath shared what ambassadors and high commissioners ask him when they visit him. Are you associated with the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh? They ask him. हम लोग कहते हैं हाँ, हम लोगों ने राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ में एक स्वयंसेवक के रूप में काम किया है. We say yes, we have worked as a volunteer in the RSS. Yogi Adityanath said as he went on praising the Sangh. In the audience was RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat, whom Yogi described as a Karma Yogi. Yogi is not known to attend any RSS Shakha. He was associated with the AVVP, the Sangh's student wing, during his college days. Bhagwat could not have missed Yogi's assertion about being an RSS Swayamsevak. The next day, on Monday, the RSS chief had a 90-minute one-on-one meeting with the CM in Ayodhya. This came a year after their 2-hour-long meeting in Mathura. And on Tuesday, they joined Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the flag hoisting ceremony at the Ram Temple. My colleague in Lucknow, Prashant Srivastav, reports that Sangh functionaries have been holding meetings with Yogi's ministers and officials to understand the government's initiatives and priorities, and also to ensure better coordination. As I record this, senior RSS functionaries BL Santosh and Arun Kumar are in Lucknow, and they are likely to meet Yogi Adityanath. The growing warmth between Yogi and the RSS is unmistakable. The old wariness in the Sangh about an outsider, someone who cannot be controlled, seems to be melting. There were reasons for this wariness. For instance, Yogi was in the AVVP and yet never an insider. He was in the BJP and yet never an insider. Two instances from the past, as cited by Sharad Pradhan and Atul Chandra in their book, Yogi Adityanath, Religion, Politics and Power, illustrate it. When Yogi was studying at Uttarakhand's Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna Garhwal University in 1991, he contested the Students' Union election as an independent candidate after the AVVP refused to field him. He finished as runner-up while the official AVVP candidate came third. In 2002, Yogi revolted against the BJP and fielded Dr. Radha Mohan Agarwal on a Hindu Mahasabha ticket. Agarwal defeated the BJP candidate. Basically, Yogi cannot be controlled. He is not an organization man. I mean, that's what his detractors say. According to Pradhan and Chandra's book, Yogi's college friends claim that from the very beginning, RSS and religious and social issues engaged his mind. For instance, in 1989-1990, he took part in the anti-reservation agitation and burnt VP Singh's effigy. RSS insiders explain that Yogi being an outsider is no big deal, as he has always been an ideological fellow traveler. As for the control part, even PM Modi had defied his party bosses in the past. You may remember in the 2012 UP Assembly election, then Gujarat Chief Minister refused to campaign for the party because Sanjay Joshi was the election in charge. Joshi was an ex-RSS pracharak who succeeded Modi as the BJP's National General Secretary organization in 2001. He, however, fell out with the then Gujarat CM later. The BJP president at that time, Nitin Gadkari, had brought Sanjay Joshi back into the organization despite Modi's objections. Boycotting the UP election, in which the BJP fared badly, was not enough. A couple of months later, the then Gujarat CM threatened to boycott the BJP's national executive meeting in Mumbai until Joshi was removed. The party had to give in. Joshi resigned from the body, before Modi agreed to attend the party conclave. These instances aside, there is no parallel between Yogi and Modi when it comes to being an RSS or BJP insider. Modi was a full-term RSS pracharak, while Yogi never even went to a shakha. Sent to the BJP, Modi worked for years in Gujarat and then as in charge of different states and National General Security Organization before becoming the chief minister. Yogi was barely ever involved in the BJP organizational work except as an MP. It is this backdrop that makes growing warmth between Yogi and the RSS so significant. The optics of Bhagwat, having frequent closed-door meetings with Yogi, attending functions together and walking in a step with each other in Ayodhya, are enough to make all skepticism about the UP CM go away. Few doubt the fact that Yogi Adityanath is the second most popular leader in the BJP. His focus on development, for instance, groundbreaking ceremonies for investments worth 12 lakh crore since 2018, has only amplified his image. That he's honest and has forsaken his family for a larger cause is another amplifier. If the RSS is seen as virtually blessing Yogi publicly now, it does not really matter whether he is or he is not an organization man. Don't jump to any conclusions though. It does not make him PM Modi's successor yet. Yogi has to tick many other boxes before he can think of being considered another Modi at some point in the future. First, not being an organization man has the disadvantage of not having his people in the organization. That is, people who would lobby and fight for his cause. Modi had worked so long for the party in different capacities that he had his loyalists and benefactors not just in Delhi but across the country. Having a party stalwart such as L.K. Advani as patron steered him through many crises, especially during his chief ministerial days. By the time Advani got wind of his protege's real ambitions, Modi had gathered a big band of followers and did not need any patron. Yogi does not have any benefactors or loyalists in Delhi. There are not many in Lucknow either. Being his own brand ambassador is not an ideal situation for an ambitious leader. Second, Modi had Amit Shah, someone who has devoted his entire life to his boss's cause. As I elaborated in my earlier episode of Politically Correct in September 2022, most of what makes Shah a formidable politician and poll strategist today came from Modi's playbook. Let me cite a few things from that episode, which I had borrowed from Ajay Singh's book, The Architect of the New BJP, How Narendra Modi Transformed the Party. We have seen how the BJP takes civic polls so seriously. It's how the party expands its footprints. In 1997, Modi as Gujarat BJP General Secretary Organization had used the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation election to do exactly that. The Jan Sangh had never come to power in the Ahmedabad Municipal Corporation till then, or for that matter in Gujarat, except as part of the Janata Party in 77-80. In the 1980s, there were many communal riots in Ahmedabad, where a gangster, Abdul Latif, had emerged very powerful. He contested as an independent candidate with lion symbol from 5 wards in AMC polls. He was in jail then. His henchmen paraded a caged lion to campaign for him, for Abdul Latif. The Modi-led BJP made the best use of it, building on the atmosphere of fear and a sense of insecurity among Hindus to secure a majority in the corporation. Let me give you another example. In 1996, Modi was brought out of Gujarat and given charge of Haryana and Himachal Pradesh. He decided to ally with Bansi Lal of the Haryana Vikas Party. A Sanjay Gandhi confidant, Bansi Lal was the defense minister during the emergency. But that did not prevent Modi from joining hands with him to try to expand the BJP's base in Haryana. He was equally pragmatic in Himachal Pradesh, where the 1998 assembly election resulted in a hung assembly. There were 3 things that Modi did after the election. First, he got Prem Kumar Dhumal, who was 54 years old then, appointed as the chief minister, sidelining Shanta Kumar, who was 10 years elder to Dhumal. The second thing he did was to ally with Sukharam, the former communications minister, who had been expelled by the Congress over corruption charges. The BJP High Command at the time did not want to go with Sukharam because they thought it would hurt the party's image, but Modi prevailed over them. And third, Modi persuaded a Congress MLA, Gulab Singh Thakur, to contest for the Assembly Speaker's post. The BJP supported him and he won. That was meant to bring down the Congress party's tally in the Assembly to 31 as against the BJP's 32 and ally Sukharam's Himachal Vikas Congress's 5. There are many other things Modi did as a poll strategist. You see Amit Shah implementing the same today. To cut the long story short, having a staunch loyalist who drinks, eats and sleeps politics 24/7 has been a big asset for Modi. Yogi Adityanath does not have anyone who can be compared to Shah even remotely. The UPCM has a bunch of bureaucrats and non-political associates to fall back on. They can't take him any farther than the Noida-Delhi border. He needs friends in BJP. There are not many of them today. And there won't be many if the RSS does not get a say in the choice of the next BJP national president. Talking about the challenges for Yogi, Modi has the politically correct caste credentials. Being a Thakur does not help Yogi Adityanath's cause. This is one box he cannot tick even if he wants to. To make it worse, his own party colleagues and allies are already questioning his government's commitment to the welfare of the backward classes. In 2027, when the caste census data is out, and there is likely clamor for more by the OBCs, think of the predicament and prospects of a Thakur leader. Yogi Adityanath's immediate challenge is the next UP Assembly election. That's barely 15 months away. It's not just the opposition parties he has to contend with. His detractors within the BJP are no less formidable. If he loses the 2027 battle, there will be no boxes to tick in the foreseeable future. The optics of the RSS's blessings could not have come at a better time for him. That's all from me in this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.